Hi, my name is Sarah Litwack, and today I'm going to talk about the life cycle of the stars. So, all stars start their lives as clouds of dust and gas floating in space called nebula. Gravity starts acting on different parts of the nebula, pulling them closer and closer, and once these different parts reach about 15 million degrees Kelvin, they begin to fuse and become a star. These newborn stars are called protostars. They come in lots of different sizes. They can be half the size of the sun or nearly 20 times the size of the sun. And the protostar stage can last anywhere from 100,000 to 10 million years. The next stage of a star's life is the stage that the sun is currently in. It's a main sequence star. So during this stage, the star releases tons of energy as heat and light. Not much really happens during this stage. The star is just kind of hanging out until it runs out of hydrogen fuel. There are many different ways a star can die. An average-sized star like the sun will swell to be a red giant, and then it begins to shed its outer layers and get smaller and smaller until it's only about 20% of its original size. When it gets this small, it becomes a white dwarf, and white dwarfs just kind of sit and radiate heat out into space until there's no heat left to radiate, and when it's all cold and lonely, it's what we call a black dwarf. More massive stars have kind of spectacular deaths. The outer layers of the star swell, just like in regular stars, but the core is being condensed, and all of the atoms in the core are kind of being crushed together. But since these atoms are all alike, they all repel each other, and soon this repulsion takes over gravity and the star explodes. And when the star explodes, the core can either remain intact and become a neutron star, or it doesn't remain intact and becomes a black hole. And the outer layers of the star are kind of shot off into space, and hopefully they collide with more interstellar material to make a new star and start the process all over again.